Hey up, Trevor here with Red Leaf, and today we're going to be walking you guys through this past week's worth of content and taking you for a little bit of a preview of what we've got coming next week. It's our weekly wrap-up. I'm really looking forward to transitioning into August with this coming week because it's lined up with a lot of reviews after having an amazing week of content this past one. So, let's get our intro in here and start breaking down what we smoked this past week. Hey guys, and welcome back. So today we're going to be walking through this week's worth of content first, and then we'll give you guys a little bit of a heads up as to what we have coming in the next 6 to 7 days worth of cannabis content for you on the YouTube page. Now, we've got our Mac Slurry from Bizam is what we started this past week off on, and honestly, I was thoroughly impressed with the overall quality and high that came off of the smoke when we lit up that Mac Slurry. It's going to be a Tangy Mac crossed with a Slurricane, so that Mac is a big heavy-hitting favorite strain of mine, and the Slurricane is one that is definitely not a slouch at all. Me and Kelton smoked that on Wednesday as well, as we will have smoked anything that I do mention this week. But the Mac Slurry did really well. It's definitely the best smoke through the bong in my overall opinion, just because you get a richer, sweeter citrus experience off of that bud in comparison to the little bit hardier, more wooded experience that I found with the vaporizer. Not so much the vaporizer, but the pipe in the joint. Now, on Tuesday, we hopped on for a nice, lengthy Warzone live stream with you guys. I had a good time on there. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. We're definitely going to keep that rolling as the weeks go on. There'll be a couple of days this month that we may have to make an adjustment on, but we're still going to get it up and rocking for you guys to enjoy. But with that being said, we're going to move on to our Wednesday's live stream with Kelton, and that was an absolute blast. We went for 2 hours this past Wednesday, sitting down and smoking our way through all of July's content. It was quite a bit of cannabis that we ended up smoking our way through, and it was a really good time overall. Kelton ended up smoking a couple of joints, a couple of dabs, and quite a few bowls. I only had one joint. I instead busted up that Ojin salt and smoked that through the rig. But like I was saying, it was an absolute riot, you guys, and I would definitely suggest checking that out if you want a little bit more long form content, and I'll make sure to upload the audio edition too. If you guys want to check out any of my long form content, I upload it as a audio podcast as well. So any major audio platform, you can go and check that out. Now, Thursday, we had our Pink Kush Shatter review from the folks over at Fido Extracts. That was a really smooth and almost creamy concentrate to smoke. It had a good and heavy effect on the onset, but it definitely didn't hold its effects that long. That's the one thing I find with Shatter, just in general. It hits really heavy, but it doesn't hold that effect for any real length of time, and that's a pretty big disappointment for me, honestly. With that being said, though, the smoke, the flavor and the intensity that you get while you're smoking it is definitely the winning factor for this strain as to why it scored quite well. Now, our Florida Citrus Kush one-hitter read review on Friday was absolutely a shocker. I was blown away by not only the high, but the overall quality of the smoke from Florida Citrus Kush. This really well taken care of plant has a very unique smell, a very unique flavor, and is definitely one that has caught me off guard for the intensity of the high that came from it. So I would recommend checking out that video and that review for anybody who wants to see what I'm talking about, because it did an incredible job overall, and I'm quite impressed with how it turned out, you guys. But with that being said, yesterday, on Saturday, we had our 6th episode of the Protocol Grow. I took you through our top feeding schedule, how we go through it. Showed you guys a little bit of the girls moving around. The Zombie Kush did get taken down, and it's currently hanging now. I just moved 2 of the Bubba Kush 2.5s from the veg tent over to the flower tent. I'm looking forward to getting those starting to bud up, and we'll have to send those buds out to the lab to get tested, because these 2 plants are taking part in the 34th Street Seed Grow Cup, and I'm looking forward to how they're going to turn out, because all in all, the plants are looking absolutely amazing. I'll make sure to include a little bit of a flyby on here for you guys as well. But that Protocol Grow video, if you want to see a lot of bud porn, go and check that video out, because it was a good time taking care of those plants, giving a little bit of sugar watering as well. They're looking good. They're looking healthy. But with that, we're on today's video, which, if you guys are currently watching, you know exactly what we're doing. We're here running through the content of last week. Now, this is a halfway point where we switch over and we dive into next week's worth of content. We get a little hyped up with what we have coming. I'm definitely looking forward to this week of reviews. We've got 5 days worth of reviews, you guys, for this coming week, on top of our Warzone live stream, and then our Sundays weekly wrap up for next week. So with that being said, let's start things off with the Sunset Sherbet from Broken Coast. We've got a really good heavy hitter right off the get-go to get to dive into and smoke with you guys. I'm looking forward to it. It was a really rich and heavy smoke when I picked it up from Citizen Stash, so I'm expecting Broken Coast to be a similar experience. This is one of the precursor strains to the Gelato genetics, you guys. So this and Thin Mint Girl Scout cookies are what you need to get that cross, to get the gelato-based strain. And I'm interested to see whether we get the kind of cakey genetic pushing through here. But with that being said, on Tuesday we're going to get into our Warzone live stream with you guys. I'm really enjoying hopping on, playing those games. I'm definitely going to have to put a level grind in the past couple of days to try and get us up close to that 200 mark, because we need to hit Prestige Master, and I want to do that with you guys on the live stream, since the last 2 seasons I think I've missed it. So we're going to put some grind in. Hopefully there's a double XP weekend coming in soon, so we can really put a lot of time in. But with that being said, let's keep on rolling down this week's worth of content. Now, on Wednesday, me and my brother split another ounce, so that means you guys are getting another big bag review. So what I'm thinking for this month is I might if we get a good amount of 3.5s, I might just do a couple of big bag reviews on odd days and just throw them in here versus doing an individual week. Or we don't get the 3.5s that are as exciting, and we'll do an individual week. That I'm still deciding right now exactly if we will. I already have the 2 strains that I want to review for the big bag week if we do it. So you guys, there's gonna be 2, 3, potentially 4 different ounce reviews coming down the tubes for you, so keep your eyes open for that. I'm looking forward to getting that started with you guys this month, because I'm liking the big bags for just the ability to bust up quite a bit and just smoke, especially later at night with a good indica based strain. Now, with that, let's keep on moving down the week. On Thursday, we'll be doing another 510 vape review. We've got the Anchor cartridge from the folks over at Reef Organic. It's their half-gram cartridge. It's a white shark-based strain, and they have it marketed as an indica, so I'm intrigued to see how it's going to smoke. We might end up switching up the batteries on that one. My G-Pen is working good, but I'm thinking that I might introduce a honey stick into the combination as well, so we have 3 batteries that we can kind of cycle through and maybe just change up the rotation every now and again, because everyone's got a little bit of a different battery. So if you guys like that idea, please let me know down in the comments, and we'll start to make that a factor. Or we'll just add an additional battery to run through the rips, and it'll just be sip, 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 and I'll let you guys know how I feel. You never know. But for now, let's keep on moving down the week. The Electric Avenue by Joy Botanical. This is a green Kush strain, or green crack. I'm not exactly sure. GC is how they have it marked, so that typically means green Kush, green crack. I have to take a look on their website to see the genetics on it, but I'm really excited to see how the 7-gram bag is going to be. And they bagged it versus putting it in a jar just purely because of the size of the nugs. They couldn't get the nugs to fit in their jars, so that has me quite excited to crack that bag open and see how that bud is going to end up smoking. But Saturday, we're going to end up following up Joy's organic cannabis with my organic cannabis. It's back to some home grow review time. On Saturday, I'll be sitting down and reviewing the Cerebrus OG with you guys. I want to get my full one-hitter weed reviews done, uploaded for you guys to enjoy of my home grow before me and Kelton dive in and devour some of it, because I get a little bit of a different experience with Kelton when we smoke it after I do review it. So I'm looking forward to it. It's got kind of a dilly, rich smell to it. It's going to be an enjoyable experience when I do get into that this coming Saturday. But with that being said, next Sunday will be a repeat of this video, and we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. They're getting shorter, but we're talking more to the point and a lot more concise and accurate with what we want to say, and I don't mind taking up less of your guys' day and putting out just as good of quality content. But at this point, I do want to reach out and ask you guys if there's anything in particular that you would like to see this month. If there's any videos or any sort of different content that you guys would be interested in checking out, please let me know down below in the comments, because at this point, I'm trying to plan some additional stuff that'll be coming out. We're going to start getting things planned up for the 12 days of Christmas. I enjoyed doing that this past holiday season, so I want to get that going up. I definitely have something in the works for maybe a fall special or something along there, more harvest time, maybe figuring something within there. So absolutely, if you guys have any ideas or any suggestions, please let me know down in the comments below for those videos, and if we do, I'll make sure to give you a shout out if that video idea goes up. But for now, we're gonna go ahead, wrap up this video. I hope to see you guys tomorrow when we're diving into the Sunset Sherbet from Broken Coast. But for now, cheers you guys, and I'll see you then.